is out of the line of fire, I'm gonna dispel the defensive decoy. Greater mass reanimate.
So that entire swarm that your knight basically ripped through, it now comes to life.
And they turn around and get to the other one.
Yep. There is another swarm that is coming towards... There is another swarm that is coming towards Dogi from the other... Basically, coming towards Dogi in the entrance from the other... From the right-hand side. However, your swarm is going to run to intercept, and the two swarms clash against each other.
I think this would be a good time to leave.
I mean, Claus has been running down, so into the tunnel.
So your zombies just pile onto the swarm, and they start just ripping into them. One swarm is going to go after the knight, except you see a rather disturbing sight. As several of the creatures leap at your knight trying to pounce on them, a few others, eyes and face mad with hunger, lips drooling, pounce on the body of their own fallen comrade, the few that Vell hadn't resurrected with her magic, grabbing onto the corpses and biting into them with mad, starving fury.
I don't even have a corporeal stomach, and I'm not hungry anymore.
I'm not looking.
Yes, shield your eyes.
Oh, Claus, you should be running, so...
Yeah, he's running.
He's not looking. Or...
you know what? I'm gonna poke my head out of the back of Claus' back of Claus's head, so I can sort of watch what's going on behind us. So basically, I'm like Voldemort out of the back of his head right now.
I was just imagining that. I was just like, so you're like Voldemort.
I could you please not?
Okay, fine. I'll just poke out of the top of your head then. So it's like a head on top of your head.
Vell, could you start please peeking through my back or something? That's creepy when you peek it out of my head.
I'm sorry, but I don't want anything sneaking up on us. It's the best way to have eyes in the back of your head is to literally have eyes in the back of your head!
Vell, your knight takes 8 damage as the creatures all leap onto it and start biting and clawing and trying to gore it. Some of them trying to gore it with their horns.
Yeah. Oh, they were just going crazy. They were tearing it apart.
Yep.
Right about now, that
You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
No.
Bad, Ari.
Then another of them go after your zombies. Your swarm is swift enough that it's able to actually dodge their attack.
Woo!
Alright, but another 2 swarms start slipping into the ant-like holes that they came out of before. And Jeremy, make a sense motive check.
A nat 20.
Oh.
Sorry.
I was gonna take a screenshot.
Going back into the smaller holes, and you realize with the direction they're heading, they must be trying to move through their tunnels to flank around Klaus.
So we're gonna
that whole thing about them burrowing. That's basically what they're doing. They're burrowing through the walls to get around to Klaus. You are running as fast as you can, but you hear movement through the walls, and the creatures burst out of the walls near where you are. But you just move quick enough that they came out of the walls behind you, rather than flanking to get in front of you and cut off your escape.
Okay, Klaus, in a moment of panic, just keep sprinting and just shout, "Gil!"
Yep.
So they must
Alright.
have had those tunnels set up beforehand.
Yes.
Huh.
Alright. Now, it is Whisper, it is your turn. The creature...
Alright.
The entrance to the tunnel is a little bit clogged up as the creatures have swarmed in, so you are now separated from Klaus. What do you do?
Alright. So, I guess we fly over their heads then. 10 feet's still a pretty magnificently high jump.
You are able to dodge and weave around as creatures leap up at you or spit acid at you or fire those brands at you. You are able to catch up with Klaus. Klaus, Kun, and Whisper are now around where you are. So,
Except for flying overhead.
yep. And I'm guessing you fly overhead and land where Klaus is, yes?
I drop Kun down, but I stay in the air.
Gotcha. Okay, now, is that all your... Now, that's your... I'm guessing you used a full round action to run?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, do you have any swift actions that you would like to use?
Yeah, I tell them.
Didn't get a word of that, sorry, Discord cut you off.
Run!
Okay, so fly, you fools. Got it?
Yes!
In that case, it is, Klaus, what are you doing?
I'm running!
Okay, everyone's running.
That's literally all I can do. I can't even erect the barrier because it means I'd have to stay still, so run!
Why do you have to stay
Alright.
still for it?
Because
it's
the barrier surrounds him, so it would cut off his escape if he erected the barrier.
Yeah.
You're not capable of erecting a straight wall barrier?
Not at this level, no, it's basically a circular barrier.
Got it. No, this is better. We need to get out of here.
Gotcha.
I'm running. My legs are also short and stumpy, but I'm running.
I'm assuming
Alright.
at some point we'd probably run into our, we'd run into our reinforcements, hopefully.
I'm getting to that. Speaking of which,
Okay.
Vell, what does your knight and your zombies do?
Do their best to sort of draw as much attention as possible, so anything that is trying to come close to us, they're going to prioritize. So anything that's trying
Okay.
to follow us down the tunnel, they're heading for that.
Gotcha. So, starting off, Vell, roll attack for your knight. Okay, roll damage again.
2d4 plus 5, darling!
Working on it.
So yeah, 24 on one of the swarms. Now, roll your attack for your zombies.
17. 6, and then so 12, because it's double, apparently.
By the way, Ari, a little bit of a miscalculation there. Your knight did not do 28 damage to the swarm, it did 32 damage.
Ooh, cool.
It is Kun's turn, so, Josh, Kun has been dropped down dropped down in front of Klaus. Klaus and Whisper are running towards the exit. There is a swarm of these mutants heading towards you and your companions. What do you do?
I'm going to run with them.
So I guess we're all just running now.
Yep. So I'm pretty.
Running.
And as we're running, I'm going to check and see if they're faster.
The swarm is gaining on you, yes.
So I'm guess. Will they catch up to us before we can actually exit?
They will.
Okay. So here's my plan. I yell. It's like Kun yells at everyone to keep running, and he is going to use his black totem again. And he's gonna.
All right.
He's gonna make sure they're out of range when he uses them. He's also using total defense.
Awesome. So total defense, and you're threatening with the spear's reach. Yes.
Yep.
first attack is the swarm that is fighting Vell's knight. They attack your knight, but their attacks don't quite get through his armor. Then there's the ones going up against the zombie swarm, and these ones do hit the zombie swarm, and they deal 14 damage to your zombie. So your zombies are still in fighting form.
Whee!
The last of the swarms rushes towards the party. However, they end up running straight into Kun's darkness aura. Kun, kindly explain what this darkness aura does?
Yeah. So yeah, those who still have a Kun's clear sight meld can see in the darkness that they can see like tendrils ripping off pieces from the zombies while Kun isn't actually touching them.
Mouths forming out of the shadows to bite at them. Yeah, it's like the darkness itself is trying to eat them alive. Now, they do manage to break and swarm through, and this Kun is where you are able to make your attacks of opportunity.
19 plus 13. 9 damage.
Oh my.
Yep, and so I bottlenecked them, and so I got something special planned for next turn.
Oh, nice.
Alright, well, since I'm seeing Kun hang back, he's gonna stay levitated up in the air, and he's going to basically hold within 35 feet of Kun and levitate his blade to just in front of Kun and make an attack at the nearest one of the things that he can see.
Moving faster than most people can see, your rapier flashes out, stabbing and impaling and slicing through several of the creatures. There's only about half of the swarm left.
I wanted to look and see if I could identify any structural weaknesses in the ceiling above us.
Yes, you are able to identify structural weaknesses to try to collapse the cave or something.
Alright, I tell, where are they located? Are they located in front of Kun or behind Kun?
There are multiple points of structural weaknesses due to the tunnels that the creatures have dug. So basically, all along the tunnel, there are places that you could consider structural weaknesses.
Okay. I tell Kun, I'm gonna try and collapse the tunnel above him.
I stop for a second and look up at Whisper. Do you want me to keep running, or should I do a barricade between us and the monsters?
I'm faster than all of you, so I would just hang back, go about I would say continue on, but stay within eyeshot of me.
So yeah, since Whisper told me to keep running, I'm gonna keep running. And gonna feel useless.
We might need a medic after this.
Has anyone
but
taken
you're also
damage?
gonna hear Claus cussing because
No,
he
but
wants to heal, he wants to help, he can't do anything but run!
Whisper's about to do something stupid, so...
Vell, what are your knights and zombies doing? They just still stay in the course and smacky hurty ouchie?
Yes.
Roll your damage.
Okay, Free just kind of wants to shout to Vell. Can the zombies attack the ceiling?
I don't see why they couldn't.
Can you make them collapse the tunnel in front of us? Sorry, well, in front of Kun, behind us.
All right. Basically,
I point out the structural weaknesses.
She instructs the zombies to crawl up and around the walls and sort of start digging. But it sort of makes the cavern cave in and probably crushes her zombies as well as the other ones.
The swarm that was fighting the zombies is dead. the zombies themselves, there's actually a few of them that are still up there's actually quite a few of them that you can sense are still up and alive.
Huh. That went better than I expected.
Yep.
Have we eliminated all of the creatures, or am I sensing Am I just sensing mine, or are there still some left over?
So, there are still some left over. There is a swarm that your knight is fighting that is pretty much nearly dead. It's almost all of its members have been carved through. And there is the one that Kun and Whisper Saber are engaging.
I'll just have the knight keep going.
So the cave-in didn't block the tunnel?
It did. The swarm that went through the small holes, that's the one that... So basically there were 3 swarms. There were 4 swarms. One, Vell's knight has already killed with her massive nat 20 quadruple damage, 40 damage in 1 round hit. A second one that her knight has almost killed and is attacking right now. A third one that was fighting the zombie. That third one is the one that she just killed by collapsing the tunnel. And a fourth one that had managed to, which is the one that had managed to dig through the smaller holes and flank around, that Kun and your Saber are now engaging and blocking. So, on your turn, if they're still alive, you could still use your tunnel to... You could still collapse the tunnel near where they are. The tunnel's long enough that collapsing the tunnel on the zombie swarm wouldn't have collapsed it on the swarm that you guys are fighting.
So the knight is going to keep attacking. I got a 17 plus 11, so that's 28.
Roll your damage.
7.
Yeah, that swarm is now dead.
Whee! So 2 down. No, 3 down. 1 to go.
1 to go.
Yay, murder!
Kun is shooting out this sort of maroon fire from him. They are going to be taking 3 damage per round.
Oh, they take... Because your aura technically counts as an area effect, they take 12 damage from it.
Oh. Lovely.
Okay, they're kind of backing up a bit, and they are basically spraying acid at you guys. Kun, make a reflex save, please.
That was a nat 20.
Oh wow, okay. I just realized it was a ranged touch attack instead of a fortitude, but I'm taking your 20 anyway. So yeah, you basically, you know that thing that Superman does where it's just like he's here, then he's there, then he's there, then he's there?
Yeah.
That's basically what Kun does to avoid the acid.
Today is the day of nat 20s!
Yep, there is a sounding clamor behind you. And you hear like 10, 20, maybe 30 armored footsteps. And you see the door behind you slam open as Lord Sirith and a host of armored elite guards come running into the tunnel behind you. Reinforcements have arrived.
Okay, yeah, collapse in the tunnel.
Yep. What are you using to do so?
I'll do it before. I'll just use my destructive air blast. That's at least 3d6.
Yep.
So.
Okay, roll your you don't need to roll an attack, but roll your damage.
20 damage.
Okay, yeah, now roll another 6d6 for the damage of the falling rubble. Kun, make a reflex save, please.
14 plus 8.
Okay, yeah, you narrowly dodge out of the way.
21 damage.
Splat! Combat ended.
Well, that took care of that. I am going to be quiet now, since there are more than just you all around.
Retreat, retreat. Let's keep going.
Wait, shouldn't we take one for examination?
We're coming back! They're not going anywhere.
How do you know?
Anyway, so at this point, Lord Sirith runs up to you, having caught up. What in the name of the blind god has been going on down here?
Imagine the most horrible, terrifying thing you could imagine, and multiply it by 6.